Hello and welcome back to the United Corner. You're here with Luke, and this is my reaction to Arsenal Manchester United, giving you the rundown of what happened in the game, my reaction, and player ratings. So the game ended 0-0. As a Man United fan, I'm not happy with that. I think we lacked passing, finishing. We wasn't there today. Arsenal, to be fair, they was the better of the two. They had more clear-cut chances than us. Just not good enough. We couldn't pass. We were struggling to find space, and when we did, we was having the opportunities and not finishing them. I'm not really happy with Ollie making one substitute all game. Like, other than the Scott McTominay because he was injured or he had a belly issue, he made one sub. Bring Van der Beek on. Bring someone else on to inject the game. He's doing nothing. He's playing with the same old team. Arsenal are already used to that. You've got to bring on someone new who can play a different, like Van der Beek, and spark the game back up. We did nothing for 90 minutes. It was a terrible game. Giving away silly free kicks. Some of the free kicks that Mike Oliver, he just kept blowing. Honest to God, like, giving silly free kicks away. Like I said, hitting the bar off one, and then we're still giving them away. We're giving silly fouls away, even though they've hit the bar, and then we give the same free kick away. Like, we're playing at the back, and we're passing between De Gea, Maguire. It's going back to De Gea, and then he's got to boot it long because Arsenal pressing us. Why are we putting ourselves in that possession? Like, why are we putting ourselves in that position to lose the ball in our half for them to nearly score off? It's pointless. We've either got to go long or we've got to be better at passing out quicker and getting the ball up. Like, we're rushing on a free kick and then losing it. Calm it down. Play football. Pass about. There was none of that today. But let's get into the player ratings. Start off with De Gea in goal. I'd about 3 saves, if that. Not much really can do. Just had an average game, so I'm going to give him a 6. Wan-Bissaka right back. Thought he played good in the first half. He was getting up and down, tackling very well. In the second half, he wasn't the same player again. He losing the ball, giving silly free kicks away. It wasn't the same. Didn't really do much. I'm gonna give him a 6 as well, average 6. I didn't think he did much. He's crossing. He needs to get better on passing and crossing. I think them are the main. His defending is there. Tackling is there. His awareness is just a shamble. He does not read when the player is on the back post of him. When William across the ball, missed it. Williams on the back post, could have put it in. Luckily, he got back and saved it. So for that, I'm going to give him a 6. Now, going on to our centre backs, I'm going to start off with Maguire. Not really having much to do. Give a few free kicks away. Driving with the ball. Didn't really do much. Can't really. There's just nothing there today for him. So he's getting an average 6 as well. Same with Lindelof. I don't think he did nothing to say that was getting through. Lacazette was peeling him off. Pepe was doing everything. So for that, I'm getting a 6. Nothing more. I don't think that, to be honest, they could get lower. I just don't think there was more. There need to be more commanding. But yeah. Onto our left back, Luke Shaw. I think he had a great game. Not his best, but he was up there with one of the best we had on the pitches. A few times he was getting caught out by Pepe up the field and not tracking back. He's not the fastest of players, but I don't think he was the worst player on the pitch. So for that, I'm going to give him a 7. I think he was better than average, better than the other players, but I don't think he had the best game. So yeah. Now onto the midfield. Scott McTominay was only on the pitch for about 30 minutes, if that. So I'm not really going to rate him, just going to give him an average 6. He couldn't do enough much. I'm guessing he had belly cramps. So Fred, not much again. There was lack of passing. He was a bit poor on passing. Didn't find him as good as he used to be. Just Manchester, just in general, just not good enough. Yeah. So for that, I think this is going to go down the route of everyone getting a 6 or less, because honest to God, it was just abysmal. It was terrible. So for that, for Fred, I'm going to give him a 6. Now on to Pogba. I thought he had more of a commanding game than the rest of them in the midfield. Give away some silly passing. Not his best game when he's been playing against Fulham, Burnley, Liverpool. He's been playing outstanding, and then this game, I think the defeat for Sheffield United is still sitting on their shoulders. That game was there for the taking today, and we didn't take it. So for that, I'm going to give Pogba a 7. I think he was better in the first half than the second. But yeah, he needs to play more central with Bruno. I think he can't play out on the wing. I think we need him in the middle as like a sitting midfielder to start passing the ball. He's no good on the left wing. He hasn't got the pace. He's got the strength, but he hasn't got the pace to run past people. He needs to sit in the middle for him to ping the balls out to the fast people like Marcus Rashford, Greenwood, Martial. But for that, he will get a 7. I think he was better than the rest. Bruno, not his best game. Didn't really do much. Did a few passing, nearly scored. But other than that, I reckon he's the same. He's the same with Pogba. When the defenders are playing rubbish and not being able to pass to our midfield as good as they normally do, it then affects the midfield and then affects the strikers. So it's like a domino effect. One bit plays bad, the rest plays bad. So Bruno not getting much joy in the midfield. Partey was just commanding in there. Xhaka, they all had great games. So for that, I'm going to give Bruno a 7 as well. Not his finest game, but what can you do when the rest are not playing good round you? Marcus Rashford on the right wing. I think he had a appalling game. Not his best game ever. He's passing. He needs to get better on passing. And he's got to start looking up. When he's running at players, he could cross it in and he goes for the shot. He needs to start learning to look up and maybe look for Cavani, Martial, Bruno. He can't just keep taking it on, shooting and missing. So for that, I am going to give him a 6. I don't think it was his best game. Average performance, really. Didn't really take on Cedric, you know. So for that, he'll get a 6. Not the best, but we'll go again. Martial, left wing. Come on for Scott McTominay. Same again. I don't think he had much to do for how long he was on for. Didn't really show much. I don't think he likes the left wing. I think he's more central. I think you either play him central or you don't play him at all, because he doesn't like. He's not lazy, but he's not as fast as Greenwood and Rashford. He doesn't run at people. He likes to pick the ball up, look up, either pass it out or shoot. While he's on the left wing, he's got to look up, maybe take on the player or pass it. He can't run past them. I don't think that's his best position. I don't think it's his good game either. I think he was quiet, to be honest. Bellerin kept him quiet. I reckon he was at average 6 as well. I don't think any player was more than a 7, to be honest. Going on to Cavani. Not his finest game that I've seen him in a Man United top. Had a couple of chances that I thought could have crept in. just inches wide. Not his best game. He was better. I think he was one of our best players, to be honest. His work rate is unbelievable. So yeah, I reckon that was a 7 for Cavani. I just think he needs more supply the balls. Rashford start to cross them in more instead of cutting and shooting or passing back. I think we need to start crossing the balls more to Cavani. I think we need to start exploiting his heading and his agility to get up and win the ball, hold it up and stuff. So yeah, so Cavani 7. Now going on to Ollie, the manager. Thought he got the tactics a little bit wrong today. I would have personally played Eric Boye instead of Lindelof to free up our midfield. I think we needed to play Fred, Pogba, Rashford. I think we needed to play Fred with Pogba and Bruno in the middle, and then Martial, Greenwood, Cavani, Rashford. I think that's how we should have set up to free. Because when we play Fred and McTominay, we sit back, we invite teams to come on us instead of going for them. That's where we go wrong. When we play Lindelof, we have to play McTominay and Fred, and it loses players because we've got players helping our defence out because our defence is slow. Whereas if we play Tuanzebe or Eric Boye, we have more of a threat going forward. It loses up one of our players. So if we play Eric Boye with Maguire, it's Fred, Pogba, Fernandes, so Pogba can run free a bit. But if we play Lindelof, we have to play McTominay and Fred, and we have to sit back and we invite people. So for that, I just don't think he was. I think he needs to start making changes. Bring on Van der Beek. Bring on someone new earlier. Bringing on Greenwood in like the 75th minute or something. It's not good enough. He's not got time to get into the game. He needs to start making substitutes around about the 60th minute. You go in at half time, you tell them, if you don't start playing after 15 minutes, I'll bring you off. There's people on the bench that want to play for us, and we're not giving them the chance. That's where we're going wrong. We've got Marcus Rashford not playing his best. We leave him on until the 75th minute. Bring him off. Bring him off in 60 minutes. Put Greenwood on. Give him half an hour. Give him 30 minutes to play. Get into the game. You can see Pogba, Fernandes, Fred. Bring Van der Beek on. Give something different. We've got to start changing it up. We can't just keep going for the same team every week and not making changes. Because now that's 2 games. Out of 6 points, we've got 1. Sheffield United, Arsenal. Arsenal was there for the taking. All Arsenal fans now are going to say that was theirs for the taking. They had the better opportunities. But really, it's equal. No one deserved to win. No one deserved to lose. But it shouldn't be like that. We're Manchester United. We're second in the league, hoping to go for a title race. And we're playing like that. That's where we're going wrong. Onto the referee, Mike Oliver. I don't like him as a referee, to be honest. Constantly blowing for fouls that, in my eyes, needs to be a bit more lenient. Honest, like, it's football, and all the players, as soon as they get a little bit of a touch, them hitting the ground. Honest to God, it's unbelievable how many fouls they give away that I just didn't think was a foul. Another matter, Lacazette did it to Pogba, backing into him and not going for the head and letting him fly over the top. Maguire did it to Lacazette. I think that is a dangerous foul, dangerous play. I don't think that should be in the game. I reckon if you do that, you should be booked. That is dangerous for people coming in and the players putting the back to them and then flying over the top and then landing on their arms, landing on their heads. It's dangerous. Harry Kane does it all the time. We need to stop that out of football because that's classed as cheating. You're stepping into the player and then them drawing a foul and then you getting injured in the meanwhile. It's absolutely a joke. But on that note, I'm going to end it there. So yeah, please like, subscribe, and leave it in the comments what you think, and I'll get back to some of you. So yeah, if you don't mind sharing this, like, subscribe, and peace.